Moms for America is a group, and it was founded years ago, years and years ago, decades ago, as like a homemaker organization, but has since rebranded as Moms for America. They recently we came out with a piece published in Truth Out about them, and they are terrifying. Like because they do not just things around the schools. Like, of course, they do things like promoting religious and public tax dollars going to religious instruction in school, for example. But they also are a voter suppression group, and they helped organize the January 5th and 6th rallies that led to the January 6th insurrection. They various board members and staffers of theirs were either at January 6th or have ties to, for example, Michael Flynn, very close ties to Michael Flynn and close relationships with Michael Flynn. And they're partnering with groups like Patriot Academy, which is this far-right group that does arms training for far-right folks, but it also trains like future politicians and future leaders, and does a lot of like election denialism and things like that. But Moms for America is also was funded by Julie Fancelli. Does that ring a bell to you? Julie Fancelli.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, she was a major funder of January 6th protests. So she, that's her claim to fame. She's also like an heiress to the Publix fortune.
Oh, she's the Publix. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, she's donated over $2.2 million to this group, and that's just in the last two like filings. So 2021, mid 21 to mid 2023. So I'm sure that
a grocery chain, everybody. It's like a grocer. Mostly in Florida, right? It's like, or they're big down there.
Yeah, exactly. She's Florida based. Okay. But they, Publix has distanced itself and said she's not involved in our operations or whatever, but that's where her money comes from. So
it's interesting that it sounds so innocuous, because it's like this supermarket, people giving money to Moms for America or Moms for Liberty, and no, they're just trying to overthrow the government. It's not good. It's bad.
It's actually wild. There's so many corporate guys and gals and people who are like,
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna name Bernie Marcus, who is like a big funder of Trump denialism, voter suppression groups and stuff. I mean, it's just wild however many corporations there are out there, like a large percent of them, their founders are somehow magically become very like regressive.